Hello, Standard 8th. Welcome to English class by Mamta Shetty. Today's session is about the writing skill from the chapter The Worm, Unit 2, 2.3. The question number is fifth one. Draft a short speech on the above topic which you could give at your school assembly. Yes, so some points are given and we are going to draft a short speech. The points are henceforth greeting, salutation, self-introduction, introduction of the topic, body of the speech, conclusion, expression of the gratitude to the audience. That comes in the last. So the topic is we were made small to achieve big things. So we are starting with greeting. Good morning, respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. I, Miss Pallavi Mehta of Standard 8B, stand here before you to share my thoughts. Okay, it's too fast. Let me wait. Let me pause it up little. Yes? Huh. Stand here before you to share my thought on the topic we were made small to achieve big things. So here you see the greeting is good morning respected principal, teachers and my dear friend. Rest this and that is along with the salutation. Then introduction. I Miss Pallavi Mehta. That is the introduction from which class she is there, right? And then she says the topic, introduction of the topic. So now we'll go for the next part. You have to draft this speech according to this topic only. It's very important that you take the topic into consideration. Yes, you should not leave out any points. And now see, the context of my speech is insects. They are small, tiny, ugly, detestable, irritable, etc. We use the most loathsome words to refer to them. Yet the fact remains that they too are beings that are worthy of respect, created by the same God who made us. They do all the dirty jobs of cleaning our surrounding and decomposing our waste. So this is said to be as an introduction plus the body of the speech where you give more points regarding the title. Yes, regarding the topic, we were made small. So she has taken the example of the insect because from the poem worm, right? And they achieve big things. So this is some of the sentence where you give an introductory to them. Yes. So what they do, they decompose, they eat up other forms of disease, producing germs, etc. They do all of this in a silent way, right? Man expects praises for every little thing he does, but these detestable beings do their work silently, unheard of by anyone. They are indifferent to our praise, blame, and irritation. So, in this way, you bring out the positive points in your speech regarding the topic. And then at the last it comes. They do work that the Creator has assigned to them. In doing so, they teach us invaluable lessons of life like teamwork, courage, bravery, and persistence. They are worthy of our respect, yet we crush them under our feet. Let's take an oath today to respect all forms of life. So, this is the concluding part, expression of gratitude to the audience that comes to the last part. And at the last part, you say them, thank you for hearing me. As you know, when we take an elocution in the school, you will find that when the participant starts with an introductory, then general self introduction and then plus the introduction of the topic, yes, then the body of the speech, conclusion. So now we go for the last. They are an extension of us. Who? The worm. Let's remember that though little, they were created to achieve great thing. Thank you for your patience. In this way, short and sweet should be your speech. It's not an essay where you're going to write a lot. No, it should not be more than 150 words. Yes? Okay, now we go for the next topic, that is a paraphrase of the poem. Paraphrase of the poem means the meaning of the full poem. So let's start. The poem, The Worm, talks about valuing life in its smallest and the most unappealing of forms. The poet begins by a direct address by the poet, who tells the reader to step carefully lest he crush the worm. He adds that although the worm merits our contempt, yet the Creator made him with lots of love. The poet asks the reader to acknowledge and respect the fact that the one who made us is also responsible for making the world. The poet adds that not only has the Creator generously gifted the sun, the moon, and the stars to all his creatures, but he has himself laid out the green grass both for the worm as well as for the mankind. Yes, so the paraphrase is of the full poem. Paraphrase means in the short we have to write. On behalf of the tiny beings, the poet appeals to the reader to let them enjoy that short life well and not kill them. We should not take away that which are incapable of giving, namely life. If we cannot give life to them, we don't have a right to take it out from them. Now we go for the next topic, that is question number 7, appreciation. Actually it is what written frame a point voice analysis, because it is a starting, so they are giving a how to write. But in exam, when this appreciation is right and appreciation of the poem The Worm, and they give the point, you are supposed to write in a paragraph pattern, not in a point wise. Yes, you have to take the point. With the help of that point, you can expand and you can write. But no, you are not supposed to write as a point wise, but in a paragraph form. Here it is in a point wise, you will start. So the few points are given. According to this, see, poem, poet, theme, tone, structure, stanza, rhyme and rhythm, language and imaginary, figures of speech. So with here we are writing as a point wise, but no, you have to make it in a paragraph. Title. The name of the poem is The Worm, composed by Thomas Gisborne. The rhyming scheme used by him is A-B. The rhythm he has used is alembic thermometer. Tone, he has used the respect and appreciation for life tone. The stanza, the poem's 4 stanza of each line. The favorite line is that, oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst given. The central theme of the poem is that poem appeals to the reader to respect all form of life as they too have been made by the Creator with a lot of love. He also gives us the message that since we cannot give life, we must refrain from taking it. Yes, so this is the central idea of the poem. And the language and the imaginary used by him is very simple and effective. It highlights the contrasting features of the worm and the human beings. And at the last you can write about the figure of speech. Yes, the main figure of speech used in this poem is alliteration, apostrophe, consonants, epigram, imaginary inversion and repetition. I like this poem very much as it gives a positive approach towards the life, and it says that we have to respect each and every creature created by the God irrespective of their size. So in this way you are going to write the paragraph of the appreciation of the poem The Worm. So today only up to this much. In the next session we'll go for the next chapter. Thank you.